So if you're new to Positive Prime, then perhaps we should do a little tour, a little guide around Positive Prime. And if you've been here for quite some time, you've probably got a really nitty-gritty question. Do feel free to ask me. You can put it into the chat if you like. Some people ask me, so Kim, I really want to have a breakthrough in my healing. What do you think is the best session for me to watch? So if you've got a question like that, feel free to ask me. One of my immediate responses might be the patience session. So shall I show you that? We're logged into my account. Of course, I should probably log back out again to refresh and log back in again. It's a good practice to log out. We have security measures anyway, so that if you've, like I might do, watch a particular session and then pause it halfway through and then go away from my computer and come back a day later and I've got that session still paused in one of the tabs, I might go and click on refresh or just reload up here in the URL area, in the actual address area in the, what do you call these things? Browsers, that's right. So here we go. The patience session. So I would go in here and I would put patience in the search bar. And oftentimes, if you would really like a breakthrough, sometimes you need to release the energy around it because you're holding onto it a little bit too tightly. It's a bit like the story. If you want a butterfly to land, you actually have to open your palm and just allow and be peaceful. And so you might want to watch this session that will help you to have a breakthrough. It's counterintuitive, I know, but it is in fact a really interesting little morsel of tidbit for me to share with you today. A great suggestion that I have been given many times by some of the gurus or teachers or mentors or coaches that I've had is to just let go, Kim, and just approach it from a much more gentle state or place. So if you've got a question, please put it into the chat for us. Okay, so maybe you might want the second part of this. It's really important that your identity is integrated into a Positive Prime session. So let me say that for you again. It's really important that your identity is integrated into the content in order for you to accelerate your transformations. And that means that you need to actually, from a placebo point of view, and also from a nocebo point of view, from a self-fulfilling prophecy point of view, you want for your magnificent mind to go off in search of evidence to prove that the content is actually for you. I'll give you an example. If you were the kind of person who wanted a breakthrough in a particular area, let's call it a financial area, unless you see photographs of yourself inside that Positive Prime session, your identity won't integrate into, it won't actually be threaded through your actual Positive Prime experience. And what we're actually having is this very subtle shift in the way that we allow these messages to become appropriate for us in this lifetime right now. See, we as humans, we don't mess with who we think we are. And so if you think you are exceptional at saving money, if you think you really and truly are the kind of person that has the Midas touch, if you believe that you really are the kind of person for whom financial freedom is just a given, it's inevitable, it's absolutely just who you are. If you think that you are fortunate and blessed and lucky, what actually happens is that you have a presence like that. It's part of your identity. It's part of who you're being as you show up into the world. And as a consequence, there is a different reaction and a response to who you're being. And in order for you to make that part of your subconscious and your other than conscious, with Positive Prime, when you personalize and you upload photographs of yourself into the session, you literally become one with the content of the session. Your identity starts to wrap around it. It just naturally and organically becomes you. So make sure you personalize your sessions. It's just one of the greatest pieces of advice I can give to you. I want you to make the most out of positive prime. And I promise you, personalizing is essential. I promise you, personalizing is super important. And I promise you, personalizing is one of the ways that you can accelerate the journey for yourself.